It's another beautiful day to be live, and again, it's going to be one of those things where we share opportunities for you to be able to move abroad. There's always this lag between when I join and people get their notification to join in. So here they come. People are joining in now from far and wide. How are you doing, everybody? Good evening to you from wherever you are. It's still afternoon where I am. But good evening, and thank you very much to everybody who's joining. Today is not going to be any different because we're going to be talking about opportunities that exist in New Zealand. And New Zealand has been one of those countries that everybody is talking about. And we want to educate you about how you can get to New Zealand if you have a particular set of skills. For those who are just joining, this is Waka Waka Doctor, and I always bring you the best gist when it comes to travel and migration. Okay, you would have the opportunity to join this conversation. You would have the opportunity to ask your questions. So thank you very much for joining. I see everybody watching from Nigeria, watching from Ghana, watching from several parts of the world. Okay, I'm going to add my this is your first time joining my live, Toyosi. This is your first time joining my live. So what have you been doing all this while? How are you doing, Laura?
Hi, I'm good, thank you. Good evening from London, United Kingdom.
You are in London
Yeah,
at the moment.
yes.
I'm somewhere in Canada at the moment, enjoying the World Cup. But
Wow.
I'm heading to Mexico anytime from
Oh,
now.
nice. Lovely. Good.
Fantastic. So, for those who don't know who you are, do you want to take out time to just introduce yourself again so that they
Okay.
know who you are, what you do? And yeah, you're already in London, so people know you're in the United Kingdom. Go
All
ahead.
right. So I will start because this is the New Zealand. I will start by greeting in the New Zealandic
They say
way.
Kia ora there.
Yeah. Okay. So my name is Laura, and I'm the founder of Grammartorial Education. Grammartorial Education is a UK-based training provider. We provide UK accredited qualifications that can empower you and equip you to work in that country of your choice. So that's a bit about me. I'm a civil engineer by profession. And I am a trained educator and recruitment consultant, employability coach by vocation. So that's a bit about me.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for joining. So let's get into the gist of the day. We want to talk about New Zealand needing migrants, and it's everywhere. I have made videos about it, and we've heard a lot of other people talking about it. I
Mm.
know from experience that New Zealand needs migrants. What can you tell us specifically about New Zealand needing healthcare workers? Is this just social media hype because we know how to hype stuff, or is this the truth?
Okay, so when you talk about hype, uh, when there is any good thing, when you see something is good, people must talk about it. So apart from the hype and the buzz about New Zealand is actually in need of international carers. It will interest you to know that representatives from Health New Zealand, which is like the largest, public service healthcare in New Zealand, were in the UK just last month on the 29th and on the 30th to recruit, specialist allied health professionals. So I can tell you for sure, I have evidence and proof that it is not hype. There is a big, recruitment drive going on in the health sector as far as foreign workers are concerned, international workers are concerned. And yes, this is happening in New Zealand. So it's not hype.
So why is New Zealand suddenly on the radar now, and suddenly looking overseas for healthcare
Yeah.
workers?
Okay, so it happens. The nature of international recruitment is very dynamic. For those that do not know, it's very dynamic. So when it's quiet in one area, and then at another season, it becomes they are suddenly in need and they feel capacity and then they have need. So it looks like it is sudden now, but this period is preparation for the New Zealand, summer, which is going to be towards the end of the year. So this is one of the periods where they are massively recruiting, doing all their recruitment events, traveling around the world to recruit, suitable and qualified professionals. So that is why it looks like it's a sudden recruitment drive. And as well, there have been some changes to their visa that was introduced just last month, June 2026, that will favor a lot of healthcare workers. So that is why this big recruitment drive is taking place in July, from July 2026.
New Zealand is one of the most beautiful countries I've ever seen in my life. And there's a particular saying that people talk about in New Zealand. They say, if you come to New Zealand, you will never go back.
Yeah.
It's a popular saying. If you come saying, "Oh, I want to visit New Zealand for 3 weeks," you are hooked. You'll
You're
be hooked for
hooked.
life.
Yeah,
You're hooked for life.
absolutely.
So tell us, what do you think? What kind of mistakes do you think people make when they apply? Because I did speak to someone last week who consulted
Yeah.
with me. I was saying, "Oh, I've tried, applying
Mhm.
to New Zealand, but it's not working out." What do you think? What kind of mistakes do you think people make when they're applying to New Zealand?
I think one of the mistakes a lot of people make is just applying randomly. They do not have a strategy. They are not applying to a particular, area. They don't know which area, which location one, which organizations to, and what visa they are, targeting. So there is the green list, there is the AEWV, accredited employer work visa. So they don't know exactly what they are doing. They're just applying randomly to any job on Seek. They do not use a targeted approach. So that is where experts and specialists like Grammartorial and our partners come in, because we have an understanding of the terrain, we have the strategy. So people are not doing it correctly. They're applying for jobs on Indeed, on Seek, and they are not using a strategy or a targeted approach.
Fantastic. Someone is just telling me here, hello, Waka Waka Doctor. I watched your first interview with Laura and I enrolled my niece, and she got her RQF from Grammartorial this month. That's a good testimonial for you right there. Let's talk about people that qualify for these opportunities
Okay.
in New Zealand. Who exactly qualifies for this opportunity you're talking about?
Okay, so you qualify for the opportunity if you are an allied health worker. So if you're a radiologist, radiology technician, you are a pharmacy technician, any of the allied health professions, if you are an international nurse, if you're an international support worker, healthcare assistant, or you're a career changer, you're looking to work in the healthcare sector, then you qualify. So it's a big, big, big recruitment drive in the healthcare sector.
In the healthcare sector.
Yeah.
Would this be an opportunity for those in the UK? Because I know those in the UK now are struggling, and those who
Yeah.
are healthcare workers in the UK,
Yeah.
looking to, because their COS has expired, or their work permit is about to be revoked, or they say that the license of their sponsor has been taken
Absolutely.
away. Is this a good pathway for them?
Absolutely. So this is good news for anybody that is in the UK at this time and is struggling and doesn't know what to do. I was actually speaking to a recruiter, one of the major recruiters in Australia and New Zealand on Friday, and he said to me, he said, the market is saturated right now in the UK, and no doubt about that. But for Australia and New Zealand, he is hiring massively. So if you're in the UK and you are looking to move to Australia and New Zealand, this is the best time. If you're an allied health professional, if you are HCPC registered, I want to hear from you. Okay, if you're a healthcare assistant, if you're a support worker, or if you're just looking to navigate into the health sector, we want to hear from you. So these are the kind of people, the caliber of people that he wants to speak to. Yeah.
And there is visa sponsorship available for these people?
Absolutely. So to work in New Zealand, you need to either be on the green list or you follow the accredited employer work visa pathway. So these are the two pathways that are currently open to healthcare professionals. So yes, there is visa sponsorship. The companies are going to offer sponsorship to the right applicants, so to those that are qualified and meet the eligibility criteria, meet their requirements, they are going to get a visa sponsorship.
I want you to tell us a little bit about the requirements, because
Yeah.
I posted a job offer from New Zealand maybe
Yeah.
about 2 days ago, and they were saying something about certificate in wellness and something. Quite
Okay.
different from the one I'm used to hearing,
Used to, yeah.
MVQ3,
NVQ.
MVQ4. What is the requirement? What makes you eligible to be able to apply for these jobs in New Zealand? And is it different from the one in the UK?
Okay, thank you very much for that question. So it depends on the role. So let's talk about maybe like a healthcare assistant role or a support worker role, which will be very common because I always look at, these bandings for people that don't understand, almost like a pyramid. So right at the top of the pyramid, you have few people, that's consultant level, it goes less. And at the bottom of the pyramid, you need a lot of people. Those are your frontline, healthcare workers and your domestic staff. So at that level of the pyramid, they are recruiting like healthcare assistants, support workers, entry levels, and some specialist entry level roles like radiology assistants, occupational therapy assistants, physiotherapy assistant. To work at that specialist entry level position, you need to have a minimum of a level 3 or level 4. In New Zealand, it's called the NZQF or the NZQA. So that's the New Zealand way of calling
So
it.
it's like equivalent of the RQF,
Equivalent. Absolutely.
MVQ, MVQ3.
Yes.
Okay.
NVQ3 RQF. So that is the equivalent. So in New Zealand, it's called the, New Zealand Certificate 4 in Wellness and Wellbeing, but it's the equivalency is the NVQ Level 3 Diploma in Healthcare Support or RQF Level 3 Diploma.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's just all they need.
That is it. That's all they need. Some employers will ask for a driver's license, but if you have an international driver's license and you can show strong proof of, being able to convert to the New Zealand driver license within 1 year, because your international driver license will last you for 1 year. So as long as you can show a strong, proof that you would switch within 1 year, then they would be more than happy to take you on board.
Now, people are also always concerned about traveling. New Zealand is
Yeah.
very far, is very far
Yes.
from the rest of the world.
Yeah.
What about moving with family, moving with dependents?
Yes.
Is this
So
opportunity open to the same?
yes, so opportunity is open for dependent to work with you. That's why I like this pathway for New Zealand. They've upped the salary threshold a bit, but I know that most companies, especially Health New Zealand, they are paying well above the salary threshold that allows you to come in with your dependent. So in summary, to answer your question, your immediate family members, which are your dependents, are allowed with you. And one of the good things about New Zealand is even your adult children. So it's not capped at 18 years, but I think it goes up to about 21 years. They are allowed to move with you. And then the icing on the cake is the PR. So if you're coming on the accredited employer work visa, you can get PR in 3 years. But there are other pathways. There's a straight to residence pathway, for specialists, nurses, doctors, and all others. And then some other pathways on the green list can allow you to actually get your care workforce to residence visa in 2 years.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah.
Let's talk about you and what you're willing to offer and help
Mhm.
people with. Now we've talked about, okay, New Zealand needs migrants. This is what you need, the NZQF 3 or 4.
NZQM, yeah.
NZQF 3 or 4 is what you need. New Zealand has relocation packages that allows you move with your family and several other stuff. How
Mhm.
can you help them? You've also talked about people in the UK being, if you're in the healthcare sector and you're in the UK and you want to transition or move
Yeah,
there, it
this
works.
picture.
But how can you help people make this movement a reality?
Okay, so this is where Grammartorial comes in. Grammartorial is a trusted partner as far as training and employability is concerned. What we do is we equip you with the right skills that you need. It is a non-negotiable fact that you need to have that qualification for employers to even begin to consider you. So you need the equivalent of the NZQF level 4 in wellness, which is the RQF level 3. So we are accredited to offer the RQF level 3. We are major partners with Ofqual regulated awarding body here in the UK, and you can take that qualification from anywhere in the world. So we train you, we prep you, and as well, we give you a 360 degrees end-to-end employability coaching as far as the jobs are concerned. So we've gone a step further to start partnering with recruitment agencies in New Zealand and in Australia, recruitment consultants. And that's why I like, they're licensed immigration consultants and recruitment consultants that can actually help you to find jobs in this area. So we signpost you to these recruitment consultants. Grammartorial does not give you the job. We don't sell COS. We don't collect money for you from the job. But as part of the qualification package, you get the full end-to-end employability support and employability coaching that will equip you to go and get the jobs in New Zealand, or if Australia is your dream destination.
Fantastic. Thank you
Yes.
very much. Now, a lot of people are going to say, oh, I am too old to learn all this, or I don't have a degree, or, so many things like that. Or is this only for Nigerians? So that's three in one question, Abby. I don't have a degree. I am too
No
old.
degree to old.
I'm
Okay.
not Nigerian. I'm from South Africa. What do you have to
Okay.
say about this?
So I'll start with the age. One thing I like about the Western world is that there is no ageism. As long as you are qualified and you can do the job. In fact, they don't even look at your age. I've seen people that are in their 70s, in their 80s, they're still working. As long as they have the mental capacity, they have the physical capacity to show up and do the work, there is no ageism. So for the visa requirement, is 55 years old for the visa requirement. So as long as you are younger than 55 years, then you can leverage this pathway. Now, we do not cater to only Nigerians. Like I said earlier, you can join from anywhere in the world, whether you are in Kuwait, you are in Islamabad, you are in Bangladesh, or you are in Ghana, you are in Lagos, you are in Port Harcourt. You can join from the UK, from anywhere in the world. So distance is not a barrier and location is not a restriction. There is no red list as far as New Zealand is concerned. So you are more than welcome to join from any location. And then to circle back to your first question, do I need a degree? No, you don't need a degree. If you have a nursing degree, then fine. But if you don't have a nursing degree, there are qualifications that you can take and you can complete in as little as 3 months. The non-RQF you can complete in 3 months fast track. And the RQF you can fast track and complete in 6 months if you're determined, if you're serious, and if you're committed to completing the course. So you have no reason why you should not leverage this pathway in 2026.
Fantastic. All right, that's good. Hello, thank you very much for joining us. You've tweeted a very important question that I think you needed to ask Laura. First
Yeah.
and foremost, you were the one that made the comment about your brother. Was it you?
Oh, it's like it's network.
Uh, hello, is it me?
No, it's not you. I think it's from his end. Yeah.
Hello, are you there?
Yes, I'm there. I can hear you. It's glitching a
No, I,
bit.
I can see you. I can see you. I think it's from him. Okay, we'll take him out
Mm,
and maybe you can join back later.
okay.
Sticker
Mm.
Franco, you can join back later. Let's see if there's any other person who wants to join in. Chinaya.
Someone said the money is too much. Give us discounts. Annabelle, we are currently running a discounts promo that is ending, I think, this week, today or so. So we have a 10% discount. So I think, yes, that's the discount that we can give. But when you
Yeah,
say the
okay.
money is too much, it's relative. Like I gave an example last time of someone that got a job, or many of our students that, pay a fraction and you get a job that is going to pay you 85,000 New Zealand dollars. So in the grand scheme of things, what you're paying is like, it's just the peanuts compared to what you stand to gain or what the benefits are. So think about it as an investment in your career development. Think about the return on that investment on your career, on your profession. It's not something anybody can steal from you. We invest so much, in buying bags and buying, clothes, properties, or things that do not add as much value as this. But imagine that you are committing this to your own development and you are going to get that return on your investment. So if you see it from that perspective, you wouldn't think that the money is too much. Yeah.
All right, fantastic. Chinaya, how are you?
I'm fine, sir. Good evening, ma'am. Good evening,
Good
sir.
evening. Good evening.
Good
All
to
right,
have
talk
you.
to us. You've got a question. Talk to us.
Okay, I'm just joining the live. Like I don't really know much about this whole stuff. I'm a nurse. I'm a registered nurse, so
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm new to the system. I want to know, like, what's the process? A friend of mine sent the link to me about this, so I just want to know, like,
Okay.
what's the journey? What's the process?
Okay. All right, Chineye, where are you joining from?
From Lagos, Nigeria.
From Lagos, Nigeria. Okay, Chineye, there are different pathways we talked about. The one is the green list pathway. So if you're a registered nurse, you can join the green list pathway, which is a direct to residency pathway. So you start the registration process from Lagos, Nigeria. However, most registered nurses think that that pathway is too long and would rather join the care worker pathway, which is the accredited employer work visa pathway. It's not a direct to residency pathway, but it is a care workforce to residency. So you get a visa in the care sector and you get your residency after 3 years, but you'll be working as a care worker, a nursing assistant, or a support worker, not as a registered nurse. So these are the two pathways that you can leverage on as a registered nurse. And because you already have a diploma or a degree in nursing, you already meet the qualification. You don't need to take any other course. All you need now is to get a suitable employer that will offer you a job, a contract, and you apply for the visa or they apply on your behalf. So it's for you, 50% of the work is already done. So you're going straight to the employability path. And we offer a job masterclass for nurses, and allied health professionals like dentists, physiotherapists that want to leverage on the AEWV pathway and go straight to employment and getting a job with visa sponsorship. So we can surely provide that end-to-end employability support for people like you.
Okay, ma'am.
You
Thank
got
you.
it?
Please, I also want to ask, like, is it a partial sponsorship or a full sponsorship about this whole stuff?
Okay, so in New Zealand and Australia, they give full sponsorship. So if an employer is sponsoring you, they take you on fully on board. So some
Okay.
employers will pay for your visa and your flight tickets and accommodation, major employers, bigger employers, but some recruiters or agencies will not do that. They will only offer you the job and the sponsorship, and you will cover your flight cost, your accommodation cost, and all your relocation cost yourself. So it works both ways. It depends on the employer. But for major employers in New Zealand, like Health New Zealand, depending on the role, there is usually a relocation package or benefits attached.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. Thank
All
you
All
right,
so
right.
much.
Thank you
Jenny.
very much. Thank
You're
you very much.
welcome. Yeah.
Now, Laura, someone is asking here to say that they don't have a background in health. Do they still qualify?
Absolutely. The good thing about New Zealand is that you can what do I call, you can transition. So with the oncoming of AI and the technological advancement, a lot of jobs are going to become redundant. But we are seeing that the health sector is one area where it will be very difficult to replace support workers, healthcare assistants, nurses, allied health professions, and doctors. It's going to be, very difficult.
They
So
cannot
I
replace
will
us. It's not possible. It's
yeah,
not possible.
irreplaceable. So I will, urge a lot of people that are in their 30s, 40s, and you're just thinking, can I make a career switch or change? And I say to you, the healthcare sector is one, one area that you want to invest in for your career change. So if you're looking to switch career, yes, you are more than welcome to join this pathway.
Okay. Sorry, my bro, are you in the dark? Favor, are you in the dark? Hello? Favor, are you in the dark? Oh, wow. You're in the dark. That's why we are saying you should leave and move abroad, oh, so that you'll not be doing IG live in the dark. So another thing is, so you're able to help people with the whole process from start to finish, right?
Yes, so like I said, we offer an end-to-end support from training to qualifications to employability support to guiding you through to finding the right employer. So this is a full package and we do not ask you to pay any extra along the line. So what you pay at the start is what you get. Yeah.
Thank God. Your network is what? Because you sent requests
Yes,
like 1 billion times.
I
How
don't
are
know
you,
what
sir?
really. I'm very sorry. I don't really know what happened. I'm in France.
Oh
So Waka
dear.
Waka Doctor, it's nice talking to you at last.
At last.
At last. Good to see you, sir. Your network has gone again.
Oh dear.
Now, wow. Because he keeps sending requests and he keeps coming and he
Oh,
keeps. Oh my
so
goodness.
it's very easy. Internet connection
Yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
mm,
It's his network. Okay, it would add again. So let's assume somebody wants to
mm,
move within the next 12 months, 9 to
okay.
12 months, wants to move to New Zealand. Can
Mm,
you talk to us through they come into your DM, they have a because of course you need to plan. You cannot just say,
yes.
I want to be in New Zealand tomorrow. There's a timeline. They want to move within the next 9 to no, I know people will come and say, I want to
Yes.
move before December. It
Yeah.
doesn't work like that. Well, let's assume that you have 9 to 12 months of planning and
Yes.
you've given yourself, I have 9 to 12 months. Can you tell us what the timeline is going to be from when they come into your DM until when it finally happens?
It actually depends on what qualifications they have. That's the way I would start. So for someone like Nurse Chineye that already has the qualification, it will be faster for her because she's already like halfway through the process. But for someone that
Okay.
is starting from scratch, does not have any qualification, is looking at transiting, you're starting from scratch, you can either go through the RQF or the non-RQF pathway. The RQF pathway is 6 to 12 months, so you can fast track it in 6 months, get your qualification, and then you apply for your skills assessment halfway through the course. So we don't wait for you to finish the course before you start the employability process. We have a dedicated employability team that halfway through the course, we have 2 weeks dedicated to back end-to-end job application support. So this is where we introduce you into the New Zealand, Australia, Channel Island job markets, and you start to position for these international jobs even before you finish your course. So your CV is optimized, your profiles are optimized, you have everything ready and start contacting these employers so that by the time you are through with the employment process, the pre-employment checks, all your onboarding, your certificate is ready. Or even if it takes you a longer time after you've gotten your certificate, then it all aligns with the timeline where you can, relocate. So this can work within your 9 to 12 months timeline. So if you go on the RQF, you do fast track, you complete your course in 6 months, you go through the employment phase and process. So it works well within that time. And the good news is that New Zealand government has just reduced the time frame for these kind of visas, the AEWV visa or the care workforce to residency visa. So previously it was taking 8, 10, 12 weeks. It was taking time. And that was one of the discouraging factors. That was one of the reasons why people did not want to go down that route. But right now it's taking between 4 to 5 weeks for the visa to be out. To get a job, to get a visa, you can well fit into that 9, 12 months time frame.
Well, thank you very much to everyone who's joining. We've been talking about New Zealand needing migrants and a pathway that you can use to take to move to New Zealand. Now, I just want to do a very strong recap for those who are just joining now. See, for those who are asking how much, how much, how much, how much, if you don't have white beards like me, you will have white beards because I'm not going to talk about the finance. I don't want the financial involvement. I don't want to be involved. If you want to know if there's any financial requirements and any monetary attachment to this, all you need to do is send an inquiry. I've pinned it there. Send an inquiry to info@grammartorial.com. And again, I also think that it's individual to individual basis. It depends on how
Yeah,
you talk.
what stage you
Yeah,
are.
what stage you are, how you
Mhm.
talk to these people, and everything involved. Because before you know what's up now, people say, Waka Waka doctor is collecting money. I'm not collecting money. I'm bringing an opportunity to you, and I'm giving you access to these opportunities. And it's your responsibility to ask the right questions, to talk properly to people who can help you with these pathways to be eligible. Now, Laura is someone that I've known for the last 3 or 4 years and has educated people, equipped people with trainings, with job skills in different markets: Australia, New Zealand, the United Kingdom, and the Republic of Ireland. Over the last 34 minutes or 35 minutes, we've been talking about New Zealand and how New Zealand is going crazy for its search for those who have skills in healthcare, allied healthcare, radiographers, biochem, dental technicians, healthcare assistants, support workers, physician assistants, and all that and all that. And they give relocation benefits as well. In fact, on my page 2 days ago, I posted a job opportunity that closes on July the 13th. You can take a look at it and apply as well. And official Abike, they should reply email fast. How will they reply email when they are here?
We are
Yeah.
live.
How will they reply email when we are on live? Calm down. You send the email, they will reply. Okay. Nigerians are eligible, South Africans are eligible, Malawians, Egyptians, Indians,
There's no red
Cameroonians,
list. Yeah.
anywhere you are, you can apply for it. You only need to have NZQF level 3 or level 4. That's the
Yeah.
equivalent of the RQF or
MVP
the
level 3.
MVQ. So if you have that level 3, level 4 diploma, you can apply. Okay.
Yeah.
Age doesn't matter. Whether you have a degree or not doesn't matter. You just need to have that health care certificate and have some competencies, maybe phlebotomy, maybe ECG reading, maybe, and stuff like that. Okay. So you need to have a plan. Okay, have a plan, have a 9 to 12 month plan where you get the training involved, you get the certifications involved, and you then apply to these positions. It's not just enough to be going to seek.com or jura.com or jura.nz and apply for these jobs. There are specific websites, and I posted a few. I posted about 2 or 3 on my page 2 days ago or 3 days ago. You can take a look. These opportunities are there. That's what we've been talking about over the last 30 minutes. Now, why is it important for people who are interested to start preparing now and taking action now? I know that immigration rules change all the time. So is it, yeah, so what do you have to say about that?
So I would say why this is very strategic is because the rules were updated in June, just last month, to your favor. So we don't know how long that's going to last, but we know that it's not going to change in the next 12 months. So just if
Laura,
you have
our friend has joined again. Let him talk
Okay.
before he
Sorry,
calls in.
I have to change my location. I'm very sorry. Let me
No
quickly
problem.
say this because it's an opportunity for me to meet you guys, both Waka Waka Doctor and Laura. Just as you said, I met you guys 3 years ago, the first time, that's 2023, when you interviewed Laura.
Yes.
And I enrolled my niece. If I mention her name, she will know her because I have disturbed her so many times. And she actually got her RQF level 3 adult care.
Wow.
And the certificate came out last month.
Wow,
We were so
fantastic.
happy. We are so
well
happy.
done. Well,
So now
as you are in France now, are you bringing your cousin to the abroad too?
Of course, that's what I'm trying to do now. Of course, that's what I paid the money from my pocket from here. So I know what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
So I just want to testify that the course, the Grammartorial, they are super. One thing I love about them is that if you write a mail to them, they respond quick. They respond. Even madam, when I send a message to her on Instagram, she will respond me. At the same time, she will still directed me to the right people that will answer me. So, madam, please keep it up. I'm really happy to meet you guys.
Thank you very much.
And another thing I have to say this, please. You see the hospital you actually send her to do her practical. After her practical, they retain her to be working for them there.
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
And she's still working there now, up to now. The hospital is in Ikorodu, and they retain her there, and she's still working. However, my aim is to move abroad.
Yeah.
So we still working, but I will get in touch with madam, and we'll see how we work it out.
Join my Zoom live because what has been happening in the last few weeks on my Zoom live has been mind-blowing. Employers are showing up, on my Zoom live.
That is what I want to say, that I only watch your Zoom live on YouTube. I don't know when to get live. I don't know how to get it right live. Please, if you can send the links to me, please, I will appreciate.
If you can check my story right now, the link is there. Or just send us a DM and one of my representatives will send you the link because it's just been happening. We've been having this live week on after week.
I saw it on the one you did last, and you said employer are with you right now. Just to let you know that I watch everything. It's 2 hours.
Yes.
And you say you want to
Yeah.
go and watch football, right?
Yeah. Yes. You were really there. You
I'm
watched it
following you bomber to bomber,
back
only
to
that I
back.
don't know how to get you live. That is the reason
Okay.
why I'm so happy today to
Let
talk to
me
both of
So
you.
just check our stories. Just check our stories, and the link will
Yes.
be there. Just click
The
on the
link
link.
will
It
be
will take,
there.
because
Okay, thank
I'm
you
sure
very much.
in the next 5-10 minutes
The
she would
next
have to
five
go.
minutes,
She
I
would
will
have
be
to go.
live on Zoom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Waka Waka
All right.
doctor.
Okay.
Keep the good work.
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
I'm
sir.
happy for you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Madam Laura, thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Thank
Bye.
you. So WT, I think
I'm
employers.
always happy to hear stories like this,
Yeah.
because yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. So employers are beginning to notice what we are doing and the good work we are doing, and have been approached in the last month or so by a lot of employers from Australia, and even more recently now New Zealand have been approached, and they want to, because we have this talent pipeline. So for any employer that is watching, they can see that we have the talent pipeline and we have been consistent. It's 2022, actually. I still remember my, when we first contacted. So it was in 2022. This is 4 years now. So people have seen the consistency. Employers have seen the consistency, and they have started to see that these are trusted brands that we can work with. So these people are not just there in for the short term. They have, they have been consistent in the last 3-4 years. So we're starting to get that traction. We're starting to get employers turning up for our live webinars. The last Zoom webinar I had, we had over 2,800 people registered, and some came in from, from the post you made. So it was really engaging, and on the spot, someone was headhunted, and the employers were like, we want to see her CV. They chatted with me privately that they wanted to see her CV, and they wanted to speak to her. So, it's something, and she's not even a Grammartorial student. She's not one of our students. She just turned up from South Africa and said she has this qualification. She has an Australia Positive Skills Assessment, and she's just at the job stage, just like Chinenye just turned up. And that was how we want your CV. So what we are saying is not just make believe, it's not just hype, it's something that is changing people's lives, is changing the lives of families. You imagine with what's happening in SA, if this lady is successful, in getting a job and relocating, we have not just helped one person, we've changed the course of a whole generation. So I do not take it lightly, what we do. It's something that has been hugely beneficial and helpful to us. So why not, why will it not be helpful to other people? And so that's the, to me, that's the crescendo of, what we do and doing what we do. It's the fulfillment, it's the joy, it's everything that makes it worthwhile for us.
How can
Yeah.
people reach out to you? Can people reach out to you
Okay,
to be
so
a part of this, to be eligible, to, do everything?
yeah, so to reach out to us is very easy. DM. One thing about IG is that IG sometimes hides DM. So I think the best way is to send an email to info@grammatorial.com or inquiries@grammatorial.com. So if you email us, we will be sure to respond to you within work hours. Somebody sent a WhatsApp message. I saw it this morning, and she was like, oh, I'm scared. I hope you're not a scam. I've been calling and calling and calling, and you're not replying. And I saw the last time my rep
Don't I
replied to
sleep?
her
Don't I
was
sleep?
at 6:38 on Saturday. And at 1 p.m. on Sunday, you're already saying, hope this is not a scam, because someone has not replied to you in 4 hours or in 5 hours on a weekend. So, guys, please, we need to sleep, and we
Wow.
also have our personal lives. So, we
Yes.
will reply to you as long as it is within the work hours, Monday to Friday, sometimes Saturday and Sunday if we can, but we will get back to you. Yeah.
Amazing. Fantastic. Thank you very much. So let's do a final recap. Do you want to do a final recap of everything we've talked about, your services, how you can help people, the requirements, the eligibility, and how you can help them move to New Zealand, whether from UK or from Nigeria or from
Okay.
South Africa? Yeah, tell us everything.
Okay, so what is more important and what is most important to anybody that is listening to me is that in July 2026 or in June 2026, the New Zealand government have just updated major updates to the AEWV visa that allows healthcare assistants, healthcare workers, and allied health professionals to come and work in New Zealand. And Health New Zealand, which is the NHS equivalent or the public sector healthcare in New Zealand, is massively recruiting international healthcare workers. So this is your chance, this is your opportunity to qualify for these jobs if you do not already have a qualification. We are currently running the RQF Level 3 diploma for the July cohort starting on Thursday, which is this week, Thursday. So you can key into it. You can join the RQF Level 3 diploma, which is equivalent to the New Zealand certificate in wellbeing, and get started on this pathway, on this process. If you already have a nursing diploma, a nursing degree, or you're an allied health professional, you can join our job masterclass, which is 2 weeks back-to-back end-to-end support on employability. And as well, I have a Zoom session that is kickstarting straight after this meeting. So you can join me where I'll be showing you live jobs opening on Health New Zealand and how to apply strategically to get these jobs from outside New Zealand, whether you're in the UK, Australia. I know some people are in Australia looking for jobs, Indonesia, the Philippines, in Asia or in Africa. I will show you step by step how to apply and how to get into these jobs. So join me live on Zoom. The link is in my stories, Grammartorial Education, or send me a DM and a member of my team will send you the link and I'll see you on Zoom. Thank you so much, Waka Waka Doctor. Thank you for everything you
Fantastic.
do. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you very much to everyone who's watched. I hope that this helps. Please send an email like you heard to info@grammatorial.com. There'll be somebody there to respond to you. And I hope that this video helps you and you take the steps required.